Every NBA team has different skills and different ways of putting the ball in the basket. Today, I'll be going through what every team's biggest strength is in the Western Conference. Dallas Mavericks offense. The Dallas Mavericks are an amazing team to watch on the offensive end. Luka Doncic is an elite passer, shooter, and finisher. Kyrie Irving is the best ball handler in the league, and Tim Hardaway Jr. is a knockdown shooter off the bench. Nuggets offense. With Nikola Jokic on their team, the Nuggets offense is taken to a whole new level. The Nuggets utilize him as a point center who can play make and dominate in the post. They also have Jamal Murray and elite role players who can knock down shots. Warriors, young players. The Warriors had a very rough ride this season for their veterans. Klay Thompson was in a slump, Andrew Wiggins was nowhere to be found, and Draymond thinks the NBA is the UFC. But the young players like Kuminga, Podziemski, and Moody have all been balling out and when they've gotten good minutes. Rockets, defense. The Rockets are a fairly well-rounded team, sitting close to 500, but their strong suit would be their defense. After signing Dylan Brooks, they are now the 8th best defense in the league. Clippers, three-point shooting. Clippers have been terrifying recently after acquiring James Harden, who is a beast on offense. The Clippers are elite three-point shooters, especially James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Norman Powell off the bench. Lakers, defense. The Lakers have had a rough season since their spacing has been terrible. Luckily for them, their defense has been good, anchored by Anthony Davis. Grizzlies, defense. The Grizzlies were awful at the start of this season, due to Ja Morant being suspended, and now he's out for the season with a shoulder injury. On their team, they have Jaren Jackson Jr., the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, who is anchoring their defense and making it tough for other teams to score in the paint. Timberwolves defense. The Wolves currently have the number one defense in the league, anchored by Rudy Gobert, with Jaden McDaniels defending on the perimeter. They only allow 109 points for every 100 possessions. Pelicans, injury luck. The Pelicans have been a good team who has good defense and a well-run offense. In the past, injuries have been a big issue for this team, especially for Zion Williamson. But this has not been the case this year, and they've played very well with their star players actually being on the court. Thunder, offense. The Thunder's offense has been extremely versatile. There's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's arguably the best finisher and driver in the league. Chet Holmgren, who's 7'1" and can shoot lights out from three. And Jalen Williams, who's an all-rounded offensive talent. They also have elite role players, many of which shoot 40% plus from three. Suns, clutch. The Suns have been incredibly inconsistent this year, but twice in the last 10 days, they've been down by over 20 points towards the end of the game and managed to walk away with a win. They shouldn't be getting themselves into a situation like this in the first place, but they have managed to win these very tough games. Trailblazers, dunks. The Blazers have an electric young big three of Scoot Henderson, Anthony Simons, and Shaedon Sharpe. They are all very athletic and dunk the ball like it's 2K. When they're in their prime in a few years, they'll be a team to watch out for. Kings, offense. The Kings have been a good offensive team this year. They have Sabonis, who is a similar play style to Jokic. They have De'Aaron Fox, who's one of the best finishers and fastest players in the league, and he's also become a knockdown shooter. Spurs, interior defense. When you have someone who's 7'4" with an 8-foot wingspan, your opponent's buckets are going to be coming from three-point land and three-point land only. Jazz, chemistry. The Jazz don't seem like a good team on paper, but they have an amazing team chemistry, which has allowed them to go on a tear recently, beating so many teams which you'd never expect them to beat. They have a bright future ahead of them. Thank you for watching. Please like and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video.